Welcome back to the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome for another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast, a show about everything and absolutely nothing at all. Coming right at your ass 5 days a week. Yeah, Sitting Shotgun is Uncle Nick. Follow him on Twitter, Nick Sub, and tell a friend, spread the word. iTunes, Stitcher, Radio. Nick, how's your week been going so far?
Not too bad. It's been nice.
You know, since we put a couple of these in the can beforehand. I want there to be one where we record. It's like, Nick, how's your week been going? It's been going pretty good, except you like broke your leg or something.
That's what the fun Friday episode will be about. I'm catching up. Like, Nick, how'd you lose an eye? Shut up.
Oh, speaking of losing an eye, we'll talk about Mike Zimmer. No, I'm just kidding. Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Nick went and saw it, which is good. But also I talk a lot, especially on one of my other shows, Dad Mode Podcast. Oh, also, you should follow me on all the other social media, at Andy Carlson Show, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You know the deal. You see a lot of bad parenting out there, right? At the stores, you got the kids running all over the place. You got the parents just like losing their shit, you know, because you can tell it's been building up for a while. Like, the kid wouldn't get dressed. He said a curse word or dropped a racial slur that he heard at school, and the kid's like 5. And then you go to the store because you have to bake a cake for the kid's birthday party or cupcakes. It's like, oh yeah, he didn't tell you that his birthday had been changed because Mike was also born in September, so they moved Damien's to April, whatever. And then you get to the store, and then Damien starts acting out, and then the mom just like loses it. She like freaks out, like knocks over an end cap, and just like blah, 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 ends up on YouTube, the whole thing. So that's what normal interaction with other parents at stores are. Like, that's the baseline, right? But I did see a very good moment of parenting. We were in Menards buying painting up one of the guest bedrooms. So there you go, Nick. I hope you like green because it is very green. So we're waiting in line to check out, and there was a dad and 2 kids, probably between like 4 and 6. A boy and a girl, and they had some lawn ornament stuff, and each kid got to pick out like a little porcelain like lawn ornament, right? So it's like a turtle or an animal or something like that. You know, cool little tchotchke. Mm-hmm. And the girl had one, the boy had one, and they're all excited. The boy was a little bit overexcited and ended up dropping his, right? And so the kid starts crying, obviously, because he broke his ceramic turtle. And then the dad gets down on his level, looks him in the eyes, like, okay. The kid had been fidgeting with it beforehand, I should mention. Then Dad's like, hey, be careful of that. So this is like preemptive. And then he got on his level, looked him right in the eyes, like, all right, that's yours. That was your responsibility. And now we're going to check out. We're going to pay for it. You're not getting a new one because that was yours. And now you have to deal with the consequences. And, not freaking out, not yelling, just a calm like that. And then the kid, was still crying, sobbing, except he got it. And that's a good lesson where it's like, oh, well, this thing, it's something small, like it, but it obviously can scale to life, and the kid probably won't forget it. It's like, oh, I had my precious turtle. Oh, it's so amazing. I'm going to name him Todd. I'm going to put him in the garden. And it's like, oh, no, I dropped Todd. Because most parents, like 8 out of 10, would have not blamed the kid. They would have just got a new one, and then they would have yelled at like the Menards, like 18-year-old cashiers, like, these are defective. You should really stop selling these. Where'd you get these from? China? Yeah, it's where they make stuff. So and you would have completely missed out on that, and the kid didn't learn anything. Learned that, hey, even something as trivial and small of responsibility as this ceramic turtle, when you have, and then you weren't held accountable for it when you screwed up, and down the line when the kids got some responsibility and he screws up, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, not really my fault. I'm not going to take responsibility for this. I'm not going to own it. I'm getting a new ceramic turtle. Deuces out.
You able to catch all of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm very observant.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Also, I'm very nosy. Maybe that's it.
I was gonna say, it sounds borderline nosy, but no. That's props. I would never have thought of. Handling the situation like that. I'm mad props for the kid.
Yeah.
The parenting.
Yeah, I mean, the dad did it in a way that I hope to do down the line too, and because most parents would have just like, I told you to be careful with that turtle. Get out of here.
How old did you say the kid? Between 4 and 5.
Yeah, the daughter was older. I bet you she was like 6. I think the boy was like 4-ish.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. But was it interesting?
I wouldn't have trusted the kid with the ceramic thing.
Eventually, you have to let the kid hold the ceramic turtle, Nick.
No, what?
All right, fine. Something you should trust your kid holding, though, is Soda Stick Co. And they got such awesome gear there for hockey, for baseball, for football season coming up. That's our wheelhouse, so you know what to do. Free U.S. shipping on all U.S. orders. Oh, that makes sense. Free U.S. shipping. If you use the promo code PurpleFTW and the skull hat I've been rocking, the black trucker with the mash in the back. It's on sale right now. The MinnesotaTrough.com or SodaStickCo.com. I'll take you right there again. Promo code PurpleFTW for free U.S. shipping. All right, so Nick, you saw this stupid movie, and I want to know your thoughts about this stupid movie.
I liked it. It wasn't.
Well, what movie was it?
All right. Over the weekend, I saw Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Fast 5.
Not Fast 5. Pirates of the Caribbean. Not 5. Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man Tells No Tales. I believe is the tagline of it.
Okay.
And I liked the movie. It was. If any of you guys seen, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies that came out back in early 2000s. They were fun adventure films starring Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, playing a very lucid type of character, very spontaneous, very like drunken mannered pirate, and they're continuing the story. As I said, probably 15 years later.
Mm. Yeah, because Johnny Depp needs money because he spent $20 million on wine.
And I'm assuming the divorce did not help out. It did not help out either. Here's the trailer.
And action!
I've dreamt of acting on a Pirates film. There's something huge happening every day. So it has an energy and a force behind it.
Yeah.
But I've never...
Where's the real trailer? I don't want to watch this crap.
Oh, yeah, you're watching
clip that. I just want to watch the trailer.
You gotta type in trailer.
I did.
No, you didn't. You typed in Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
That's close enough. So what is this one actually called? Like
Dead Man Tell No Tale.
There we go. That stupid Ellen. Yeah, because when the first one came out, this was a movie that should not have had a sequel. Like the first one came out was amazing. Johnny Depp's performance was career altering. Like that's how good his performance was. Before that, he was just still the stupid kid from 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Pirates had infected the seas for generations.
Is that Javier Bardem?
Yes.
Oh,
So I vowed to eliminate them all. And then there was this boy, Jack Sparrow.
Also, this freaks me out when they do. This is a recent trend where they CGI character younger or older.
Yes. Yep. They always do that.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street. Johnny Depp here, yeah, I'll be a pirate. Yeah, totally not basing my character off of Keith Richards.
Follow him in. He took everything from me and filled me with rage.
All right, now, complete spoilers here, which is fine because I don't care. And if you want to see the movie, fast forward 10 minutes. But so this guy was chasing the pirates.
Yes.
And Johnny Depp on the Black Pearl, brought him into a trap.
Yes.
And then killed the whole crew.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep, and as a lot of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies kind of did, they have some type of like folklore that we kind of understand. Like this, they're bringing in the whole Bermuda Triangle, but calling it the Devil's Triangle, where Johnny Depp's character tricked him into going into it and being killed off. But obviously, supernatural, they become the undead.
Yeah. What really bothered me is when they introduced Davy Jones and it was Zoidberg.
Oh,
he was what about Zoidberg? Oh.
Yeah.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for Blur, a girl, and a sparrow.
All right, so who's the new guy and gal?
All right, the new guy is. I should put up the list here. Is if you've seen the first three movies for sure, obviously the main characters of Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley, obviously in love, they end up getting married, and post scenes of that third movie, they have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So this is telling the story of their kid. Turner and Henry Turner.
Wait, so does Elizabeth end up marrying the Commodore?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Orlando Bloom.
Oh, well, so she doesn't end up with the Commodore at all?
What Commodore?
From the first one.
Oh, no, she does not.
But doesn't Will Turner have the stupid thing where it's like he can only come back once every 6 years?
10 years, yes.
Oh.
Yes. So that's kind of brought up in the beginning of the story, and yes, while both of those guys are in this movie, they're cameos, so in the beginning and in the end. So they really don't mean anything in this movie, but the story is about Henry Turner trying to find the mystical Trident of Poseidon in order to...
Oh, wait, hold on, that was my favorite band from the 80s, Henry Turner Overdrive.
To free his father, who's cursed with being the new Flying Dutchman, the new Davy Jones.
Oh, Zoidberg.
Because Will's he's kind of turning into that, like you see in the beginning, like for some reason Henry was able to take a boat out and meet his father out in the sea by himself for some reason, which isn't to explain that well. But it's like he's like, I'm going to try to save you, father, and the whole movie is about trying to find Captain Jack Sparrow to help him save his father while avoiding these pirates who want revenge on Captain Jack Sparrow, because obviously Jack Sparrow does everything wrong and pisses everyone off, and everyone needs specifically him to fix it. Okay, but back to your question about the female. This is the very fun, interesting twist with this is that a young woman comes into play named Karina Smith, who's a knowledgeable woman for astronomy and I think horticulture is what they call it.
Wait. So horticulture like plants, not horticulture like Rob Zombie, not like Eli Roth.
More like Eli Roth.
All right.
No, horticulture apparently is the study of time.
Oh.
HORO, not horticulture.
Horticulture.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, so we have a chick who's into like time travel now. How convenient.
Yes. And anyway, no, it's not about time travel. Anyways, it's about her trying to also find this Trident of Poseidon because she believes it has ties with her father because she was an orphan girl and...
Is her dad Poseidon?
No.
That'd be amazing.
That'll be the fun spoiler of this movie.
No.
Who she is. Anyways, so we have all the characters. It starts off with Jack trying to steal treasure, as usual, with his band of people.
Oh, it's Jack Sparrow's daughter.
No.
Oh, God damn it. All right. Well, whose kid is it?
Captain Barbossa. He was the bad guy in the first one.
So Jeffrey Rush?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Jeffrey Rush they brought Captain Barbossa back in here. And obviously, if you remember the first 4 movies, he was prominently, he was killed off in the first one, brought back to life in the second one. And he ended up becoming a pirate again in like the third one, but and I know
this hurts.
And no one sees the fourth one. I know you haven't seen the fourth one.
Well, which is the one with Ken Watanabe? 3 or 4?
3.
Okay. Because don't they go to, like, Asia?
Yeah.
Because why not? I love that the Pirates of the Caribbean movie plots in the sequels are almost as insane as Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they just seem to travel to Asia and back, fucking, like in the time of Indiana Jones, fucking, like, flight.
Yeah, like a boat trip from, in this time frame, from the Caribbean, or you have to go around South America. Panama Canal doesn't exist yet. And get over to Asia would take like 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster because we don't have that type of time.
No, because they have horror culture, girl, now.
Yeah. So those 3 team up, even though Jack is like, they're my prisoners, and then they're all like trying to, the same old shtick.
Oh, keep going.
Okay. I just love this song.
What?
Okay, so the bad guy is as shown in the trailer was Javier Bardem as Captain Salazar.
Call it friendo.
A Spanish or Mexican former captain who becomes a ghost pirate, even though he's very anti-pirate, but he kind of looked like a pirate and all this stuff. So he has like an undead crew, kind of like the first movie. And, he's after Jack Sparrow. So he goes after Barbossa first and coerces Barbossa to help him find Jack Sparrow. So everyone's after Jack Sparrow. It's that typical, what the first 3 movies were all about, was like everyone's after Jack. And it finally led them to find where the trident was on this like mysterious island, and it was during that time when Barbossa and the girl find out that because Barbossa didn't believe it at first, and then the Katrina woman has this diary, and like Barbossa remembers it, and it's like, oh, I gave that to my daughter who I abandoned at a orphanage back when so-and-so happened.
So, is there going to be a 6th one or not?
There might be. Well, I mean, okay, so, spoiler, to the end of it, they find the trident. The evil Captain Salazar has control of it, but then Henry and Karina realize that a passage in the diary states that if you divide, aka break the trident, all curses on the sea will be avoided.
How convenient.
So they break the trident, and Captain Salazar, who is kind of that, as I said, that ghost pirate type of thing, he becomes human again for some reason. And by the way, this is all taking place on the ocean seabed. Like when they find the
bottom
trident
of the ocean.
Yeah. The waters divide, kind of like freaking Noah and Moses parting the seas. So everyone's like fighting at the bottom of the ocean. But when the trident breaks, the water start giving in, and it's like everyone's daring rescue to try to escape out of it. And it tragically led to Captain Barbossa sacrificing himself so his daughter and everyone else would survive. So Captain Barbossa did die in this one, and so did the evil Captain Salazar. And then the very ending of the movie was Will and Elizabeth Swann. So yeah, Keira Knightley came back and cameoed at the end and to embrace like on some countryside together.
She probably got paid more for this small cameo than she did for the first movie.
10 years we search.
She could have been.
This came out in 2003.
Peace we have found.
Yeah, this is surprisingly old. They look exactly the same though.
Parlay.
Taking Elizabeth.
Welcome aboard the Black Pearl.
We must save her.
She was not.
Where do we start?
But she's
Jack
yours.
Sparrow. He talked about the Black Pearl. Make a deal with him. He could lead us to it. You forget your place. You are a blacksmith.
If you spring me from this cell, I shall take you to the Black Pearl and your bonny lass.
You're a pirate.
Forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Who was also in the running to be Jack Sparrow?
I'm not sure.
Like, who would have been good?
Actor-wise,
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Would be the one. So, to finish off the nitpicking of this movie is that for those who like the very first Pirates of the Caribbean, which it still is the best one, the fun sword play, the action and stuff like that, it's not really in this one. But it's still enjoyable. Pirate's Tale, I mean, you see a lot of incredible visuals. The opening scene with Jack Sparrow, you see him robbing a bank with a bunch of horses, which is pretty entertaining. This was a fun movie, but much better than the fourth one. If you've seen the fourth movie where they kind of sunk, and I tell a story all the time where I've seen the fourth movie and I rented it twice, not realizing I seen it the first time until halfway through the movie. This one should have been the fourth official movie, and not as good as the first, but not that bad.
Yeah. I can't wait for the reboot.
Yeah, and it ends where Captain Jack Sparrow sails off with the Black Pearl with his crew, whatever. So, I mean, obviously kind of open for new
when Johnny
adventures.
Depp needs more money.
Yeah, but, I mean, they kind of close it off with the, Elizabeth Swann hooks up back again with Will Turner. The son kind of hooks up with the Karina woman, sort of a love interest, but they really played it off as a not love story like they kind of did with Will and Elizabeth, which I enjoyed. It wasn't until like the end where they're like, oh, let's just kiss at the end, and they just did.
Here's my take. Like, the way that Jack Sparrow's lived his life, he's got to have like a dozen kids out there, right?
Yeah.
So obviously when they reboot this, because they will within 10 years, it will be Jack Sparrow's kid, like Mike Sparrow, CPA. Like he'll be working for the British trading company, and then like he's just this low level accountant. He's got the Coke bottle glasses, even though Coke hasn't been invented yet. It was like Johnny Depp shows up. Hey, son, Michael, we're gonna sail the 7 seas together. I have to bring my inhaler, and then eventually, Michael Sparrow, the CPA, turns into a badass.
Maybe.
As dumb as that sounds, that would make a better movie than 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything's better than 4.
Also better than 4 is we have a game. I always forget to tease some of the games. This one is straight up me quizzing Nick, because Nick is plugged into the zeitgeist of everything. But
I've seen teams. Now
that button's getting stuck.
I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Yeah. So Nick, prepare. This one is called Stage Name Game. Compiled by producer Allie. We have the stage name of looks like 8 celebrities. Now they could be actors, actresses, musicians, the whole lot. So I'll give Nick their given name, their Christian name, and Nick tells me the stage name. Stage name game. Nick, are you ready?
God, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Out of 8, how many do you think you're going to get?
3.
I'm going to go with 0.
It wouldn't surprise me. I like to think that I'm knowledgeable on a lot of this stuff, but
because I got to have faith.
There's so many celebrities out there, and I can't memorize everything.
First one, numero uno, Peter Gene Hernandez. Peter Gene Hernandez. Who'd they be?
Peter Gene Hernandez. Let's see.
Peter Gene is not my lover.
Hernandez, so I'm trying to think Latino.
Just a girl that says that I'm the one. And the Peter Gene is not my son.
Gene Simmons?
Gene Simmons, the guest, official guess.
That's my official guess.
Official guess is Gene Simmons. Peter Gene Hernandez. Pretty sure Gene Simmons is from Eastern Europe, so I don't think Hernandez is going to fly.
No,
Peter Gene Hernandez is Bruno Mars.
Whoa. Way off. Well, music.
PGH. Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
See, I thought Bruno Mars was his given name.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be funny if his name was like Bruno Neptune. It's like, well, there's already the Neptune, so I gotta hashtag brand myself. Next up, so Nick is 0 for 1. Next up is Sherilyn Sarkisian. Sherilyn Sarkisian.
Sherilyn. Is that Lady Gaga? I'm gonna guess Lady Gaga.
I'll put the name.
Oh, so I can see it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, and he does have a list
Because
of...
Nick's looking over here. He's trying to cheat.
I'm trying to see the...
All right, so Sherilyn Sarkisian. Oh, that's too big. Sherilyn Sarkisian is the official guess. Lady Gaga.
Sarkeesian. Sounds exotic. I'm gonna guess Lady Gaga. I know she has a really unique name.
So the official guess is Lady Gaga. Cheryl Sarkisian is Cher.
Oh no way! It's in there. It's in there. Not wow. Okay.
All right, so Nick, you just took probably the easiest one on the list, and it was like Lady Gaga.
Sarkeesian. I know it sounds familiar. Oh,
all right.
gosh.
Next up, Nick is 0 for 2 in stage name game. The name is Michael Peter Balzery. Michael Peter Balzery. Who he be?
Okay, so it sounds like sounds like Allie's doing a lot of musical names. So let me think. Not Michael Jackson. Not let's see, Balzery. Is it The Weeknd? The guy who's The Weeknd, maybe?
Official guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go The Weeknd guy. Sure.
Nick is guessing that Michael Peter Balzery is The Weeknd with 2 E's. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Nick is giving this game away.
I'm totally giving away now.
It's okay. 5 names left. Nick's 0 for 3. Next up is Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner, which is sounds like a really crappy law firm. Hey, have you been hurt in an accident? Call Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner. We'll get you some dough.
Shoot. Okay, this one sounds Gordon. Oh, God,
what would you say you do here?
I have 2 guesses off the top of my head. I was going to go Sting was my first. I was going to go Sting or Bono, honestly.
Sting would have a long and douchey name like this.
I know. I feel like I'm going to go... I want to say Bono, too, but I might go Sting.
In the sake of fairness, I will allow you 2 guesses on the remaining names. So you can lock in 2 guesses.
Sting or Bono?
Sting or Bono for Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner. GMTS is Sting.
Wow, no way. Yay.
Nick is on the board.
I got one. Holy crap. Gordon. You did right, Sting. You did right. You did right to change that name.
Yeah. Gosh, I wonder what he would. What was the etymology of Sting?
I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter. Next up, David Robert Jones. David Robert Jones. 4 names remaining in stage name game. DRJ. Who we be? 2 guesses.
I don't know if it's David Bowie. David Bowie would be my first guess. And okay, well, we're obviously staying with music, so David Bowie is first, and then I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of another.
These are all musicians, by the way.
Yes, I get it now.
So David Robert Jones. You got David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie is. God, I'll go. I'm using Bono as the other one.
All right, so how about everyone? The second guess will be Bono.
Will be Bono.
All right, David Robert Jones is David Bowie. Yay.
Oh, yay! Oh my gosh,
that's good. All right, so Nick has got 2 right. We got 3 names remaining on stage name game musician edition. Next one is Annika Tanya Mirage. Annika Tanya Mirage. Now, right away you think it's Nicki Minaj, right? I mean, yeah.
I would not have thought of that, but me,
really?
that will be my.
Like she's got Nika
Monica.
and Mirage in it.
Monica.
I mean, it's got to be it, right?
I'm trying to think what else.
Or it's something really stupid, like this is Ja Rule.
Or like I was thinking almost Rihanna maybe. I'll go Nicki Minaj as the top one, but then I'm thinking
Bono.
Not Bono. I'll go Rihanna the second one.
All right, so Nicki Minaj or Rihanna. Annika, Tanya, Mirage is Nicki Minaj. Duh.
You helped me out on that one,
Yeah.
so I won't come.
All right, so Nick's got 3. He's 3 out of 6. He's got 2 names remaining. Next up is Arnold George Dorsey. Arnold George Dorsey. Who he be? Who he be, Nick?
Arnold George Dorsey.
Yeah. All right, now this one sounds like a really shitty accounting firm. It's like, come get your taxes done at Arnold George Dorsey. Yeah.
I think our buddy Brent's a lawyer at something Dorsey downtown, I think.
Do you think he only picked that law firm because it almost sounds like Dorsey
Yes, he is. Yeah.
from American Psycho, which
That's
is one
what
of his
I'm
favorite
saying.
movies? Yeah. I haven't talked to Brett in a while. I should probably do that.
He was in Africa. He visited Africa, I think.
Again, these stupid kids with their travel. Like, I have no desire to go to Africa.
His goal was always to hit up every continent. Anyway, back to this game. Arnold, God, what a plain.
Speaking of that, I want to start a company that does. There's a couple similar companies like this that makes intentionally bad local commercials, but are just like really funny.
Yeah.
Come to Arnold George Dorsey Law Firm. We get it crunked up. John Blazin.
I'm thinking British for some reason. I was trying to think what the One Direction people are, or something like Sam Smith or someone from One Direction, like Zayn. Zayn Malik or something.
Arnold George Dorsey is like, all right. I need a catchy stage name, one that's really going to set me apart. How about Sam Smith?
Yeah.
What, is that your guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sam. Yeah, I'll go Sam Smith.
Guess
Random.
is Sam Smith. Engelbert Humperdinck.
What?
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh gosh, I think he's a '70s musician.
Yeah. I think he's like classical music because I remember him on like, you remember those commercials where it's like classical CDs now $14.99. If you order now you get 2. Why would anyone want 2?
I used to love those commercials. Engelbert.
And you have to send a check into Battle Creek, Michigan. Yeah, Sam Smith's real name is Sam Smith.
Was it?
Yeah. All right, last one of Stage Name Game Musician Edition. Nick has got 3 out of 7. It's not bad. Faroka Balsara. Faroka Balsara. Who they be? I don't even know if this is a man or a woman's name.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't even know either.
So second guess is Bono.
No. Well, it sounds exotic, so...
This is Keith Urban. Keith Urban converted when he came over. Oh, hi, mate. Hey, I'm a country singer now. I'm gonna come over and sing about pickup trucks and wallabies and everything American.
Farah. I think it's the one who starts with an F.
I think it's weird that Keith Urban sings without an accent, though. But I think that's pretty common.
Maybe. I don't know.
This one's for the girls who ever had a broken heart.
Maybe Rihanna.
All right, so Rihanna and Bono.
Not if it could. Well, Lady Gaga, maybe. I know she has a very unique name.
Rihanna
too.
and Lady Gaga are the guesses for Faroka Balsara. She is Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
Way
sorry. Oh my God,
completely barking up the wrong tree.
Oh God,
but everyone was
so
into
bad.
guys.
That
there.
makes okay.
Yeah.
Freddie. Oh,
Look at me. Short.
Damn it. All right. So that was the first edition of Stage Name Game. Nick, you did pretty all right.
It did okay. That was tough. It really makes you think that, a lot of your favorite celebrities don't go by their names. And, man, you come from a lot of different names.
Yeah, Faruka Balsara. We'll be back with more Boo Andy Carlson. So 2016 sucked for the Vikings, and also for a number of other reasons I heard, but it's okay. 2017 is upon us. Vikings fans, let's get going. All offseason, Purple for the Win coming right at you through free agency, the draft, and OTAs and training camp. Here we go. Get the show on 1500 ESPN, Podcast One, and the Podcast One app. And come back into the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome, baby, and they have a brand new menu. They've been working it out, and I will stand on the table and tell you directly to your face, ugly face to ugly face, that their DFC wings are delicious. I'm always a fan of wings that are batter fried, but not like completely fried chicken, But it's got just a little bit of that, batter, and that's what the DFC wings are. Got a little kick, and also served up with some piri sauce, nice little tang as well. Hit it up, all 3 Twin Cities locations for the Blue Door Pub: St. Paul, University on Como, and Longfellow. TheBDP.com for all the details. All right, Nick, let's do a little news.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I ain't got time to believe. You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nick, what's going on in the world today?
Oh, man, I got some fun local news up first here. A woman, this from Fox in New York for some reason. I'm not sure because, there should be a Minnesota news as well. But a woman allegedly maces a fast food worker over stale fries. Yes, we hit that point. In Minnesota, Wendy's, we talked about Wendy's, a very fine fast food chain off of University Avenue. I'm trying to wonder if this is the one in St. Paul or Minneapolis. Anyways, about this happened at noon. So this happened at noon. So a woman ordering fast food through the drive-thru. I'm assuming ordered some French fries. Complained that the French fries were stale. And then obviously, the employees weren't having it, and the woman tried to get out of the car and try to get through the window. Mm-hmm. The woman responded. An employee threw a soda at her.
Oh, well, it's kind of on him then.
The woman went back to her car, grabbed some mace, and sprayed it through the drive-thru window, hitting the manager and another employee in the face.
Yeah, and oh no, this is the wrong one.
If it's the one I'm thinking of in St. Paul off of University and Dale Street,
yeah,
that would not surprise me at the slightest.
You're telling me that place isn't classy at noon?
No.
Yeah.
According to a police report, employees claim that Dixon said she was going to, quote, snatch that bitch out of the window. I hope that's been on the awesome report. But yeah, Dixon is charged with use of tear gas to immobilize, along with possession of tear gas. I'm kind of shocked that this is a charge.
Spraying mace?
Yeah.
Oh, it should be.
I don't know. I assume, if you're trying to protect yourself, if you're using it like maliciously to hurt people, like obviously this woman is, I think. This shouldn't be news. You shouldn't. I'm sorry if your fries are bad, but if you go into a fast food restaurant, you're gonna hit
Nick,
crazy stuff like this.
Nick, we have to understand. Maybe she's just having a rough day. Maybe she just got canned, and it's like these fries. I'm looking forward to these fries. These fries are going to turn my day / life around. And then she opens up the bag. She's got her junior bacon cheeseburger. And she looks at the fries. And these things were made at about 10:30. And then all of a sudden, rage ensues. And I will say I've never been pepper sprayed, and I imagine it's really definitely painful getting it right in the eyes, like the liquid part. But I think inhaling like the gaseous part, where it's just like the cloud, like the leftovers coming out, I feel like that has to be equally as terrible.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the joys of YouTube, and I've done it once, was watch like a compilation of videos of people. I mean, cops, I think, for training, they have to be maced.
Yeah.
They have to know what it feels like. And yeah, it's horrible. People get burned. There's that Tosh.0 episode where the guy tries that, like, mace spray proof or whatever.
Oh, drive-through fight, yeah. Roll the window down. Oh, my God.
Whoa, she came out the window.
Get out, Guido, get out! Open the door! Come open this door!
Oh my! So she pulled like the worker through the drive-through window and like broke her driver's side window. That was amazing. She pulled her out the window by her hair.
She's a petite.
Let's watch this again. There it is.
Kill him!
I thought it looked like she crawled out herself. Oh no! Oh, grab by there.
Get out, Guido! Get out, Guido! Guido, get out!
Also, I want to know which one is named Quita.
I don't know. That was a really.
I wonder if that's short for anything.
I don't know. That seemed crazy.
All right. What else is in this?
Okay. All right. All more legal trouble stuff here. A story that I was hoping to cover a while ago, but it's still kind of coming out, and there's a lot of news stories about this. Is something called Fire Festival. This has been going on, I think, for months now, but kind of the backstory of this, founder is Billy McFarlane, not related to Seth MacFarlane, and hip-hop star, quote star, Ja Rule. What?
Where would I be without you? I only think about you.
Anyway, so months ago, they started this promotion for something called Fire Festival. It was supposed to be this awesome concert over on like a deserted island in like the Bahamas, where a bunch of bands were going to show up, and people who paid $500, $1,000 for VIP or class 1, class 2 type of like tickets, you got to have like all your food, you got to have drinks.
Everything's supposed to be like gourmet, top of the line, because I mean you're on a freaking private island, man.
Yeah, so everything was supposed to be this nice little like party weekend, booze and everything and whatnot. Believe it or not, none of this actually happened the way it was supposed to, due to many freaking reasons. A lot of the bands that were promised to be there, the big one, Blink-182, like pulled out last minute because honestly, there was nothing. Usually have organizers and planners to have like equipment and stuff there. They had none of that. There wasn't really like a stage for anything. And there were like supposed to be tents there. It was more like the tents from like Hurricane Katrina, like disaster tents kind of that was set up. Food, it was like Wonder Bread and sliced cheese and whatnot. So a lot of people were like, "Hey, we put up up to $1,000 to do this thing, and nothing here is promised what it was at."
I mean. All right, so apparently this was to promote the Fry music booking app, sure, and also our Fire music booking app. It also annoys me that they spelled fire with a Y, and that's just I mean, come on. And also, all right, so we get to fly private to the Bahamas, and we have this gourmet food and venue and estates and cabanas, all for $1,000. That's a little too good to be true.
Yeah, and obviously the backlash. I mean, there are people who just end up being stuck on this island because, like,
which is good. Leave them.
And obviously now here come all the lawsuits and everyone being sued and whatnot. So I don't know, but a lot of celebrities were kind of involved. I think it was heavily promoted by a number of celebrities. I think the Kardashians or something. One of them was all kind of like promoting, like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be super fun" and whatnot. And yeah, none of them were there, and I don't know. Ja Rule was doing his best to like, "Hey man, it was not my fault." Trying to cover his ass, and I don't know. I don't know. It'll take time for this all to sort out, and I'm assuming we'll eventually go back to the story again. But yeah, this is kind of magical, wonderful island that turned out to not be as good as it seems, like the TV show Lost.
What's the upside of trying to put on a festival? Like, I feel like they all end in lawsuits anyways.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's fun to, bands to try to promote themselves and, play and, please the fans. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's
is what I say.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
All right, from CNN, news broke out last week about no fruit juice for kids under 1. Pediatricians advise.
There should be no fruit juice for kids because it's straight sugar.
New guidelines from something called the American Academy of Pediatrics. So I'm assuming that's for kids. Something. I don't have kids. They published a journal that kids should not be given fruit juice before the age of 1. And hey, I agree with it. Totally makes sense. Liquid sugar. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm surprised it is only 1. I'm surprised not. Obviously the big thing, child obesity, sugar. I don't know. This article here is talking about not good for teeth and whatnot. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Well, they lose their baby teeth anyway, so that's like their practice teeth.
Their practice teeth?
Yeah.
Well,
so may as well rot them.
Yeah. So I mean, because you don't feed Muggsy any.
No, we're not gonna give her juice, and I remember when I was a kid, like juicy juice was the thing. It's like, oh, it's 100% juice, no sugar added. It's delicious, and I drank the crap out of that. Except I just remember that you get the initial high, and then you felt like crap afterwards. Because it's pure liquid sugar that goes straight to the liver. Yeah, and I understand it's under the guise of you want your kids to have vitamins and stuff. Have them get vitamins from real food as opposed to this concentrated stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm just it's a good story, and obviously it's good to be healthier. So I totally agree with it. I'm assuming I haven't read too much of this article about there being backlash. The juice companies are gonna.
Big juice is like, how dare you?
The lobbyists are like, come on, fruit juice is good for you. Come on, the word fruit's in it. Come on. And
the problem is that the kids love it. They do. I'm pretty lucky that Muggsy doesn't really have a sweet tooth. Like, Crystal took her to a birthday party a couple weeks ago, and she didn't even like the cake. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I think you guys are good at raising them for good directions and stuff.
All right. What's next?
All right, last one. Since we talked about movies earlier, the new movie coming out this summer, coming out in June, is Wonder Woman. So everyone loves the DC. Everyone loves the the action adventures of the comic book stuff. A movie house was starting a little bit of controversy because they wanted to embrace the Wonder Woman, the girl power, and whatnot, and they want to do a private early screening for women only, and obviously that's getting getting a shit ton of backlash.
Well, not backlash; it's just guys being douches.
So, yeah. So I don't know. I was laughing at it at first, but I don't know. It's kind of a movie theater's choice. I feel like we covered a story similar to this for another incident with a movie theater, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was the Beauty and the Beast one where they were boycotting it, and
because of the two gay guys.
Yeah. Which is
this is stupid, and there isn't a real backlash. Like, no one is actually offended. They're just doing it under pretenses like, well, what about equality? What about equality of the genders? And you're just like, no, shut up, douchebag. If they want to have ladies' night, I think it's awesome. I think they should be able to do it. I think you should be able to do guy-only stuff. And they had this issue at the World Series of Poker. A long time there's been a ladies' event since inception, right? And then a couple of guy douchebags, stood on legal pretexts like, oh, well, they're not allowed to discriminate us from entering the ladies' event because of gender, so we're just going to play. And every year there's a media covering and then pointing out how douchey these guys are. But they play because women are perceived as not as good at poker as men. They don't take it as seriously, and it's a softer field. But what they did is they changed it, where females, your entry fee is $1,000, and for men, your entry fee is $10,000.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I never knew that. Wow.
As a way to get around it, where it's like, all right, if you still want to be a douchebag and enter this event and violate the spirit of the tournament, it's going to cost you.
Wow!
I feel like they should do that for this too. It's like, women $5, men $500.
Yeah, maybe they could probably do that.
Yeah, I feel like you're allowed to do that because you can do that with age, right? Where children are one price, adults are one price, seniors are another price. I think that's the way they do it.
Yeah, I mean, and this is just for one screening of the film. It's not like it's going to be the norm where it's just like this theater is only going to do women forever.
No, it's like a fun, kitschy event and a one-off deal, and also the guys are going to show up like a bro in a tank top and like a backwards says, "Hey, I identify as a woman." $5,
$10.
Yeah, so that's how we get into those things. It makes my head hurt. It really does.
Yeah,
and that's the news.
The news with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 news team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Some of the men and women and all everyone just come in Twin Cities Pedal Pub, see the beautiful Twin Cities area, and a lot of fun. I can't wait to do mine for my birthday party in June. Do for birthdays, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, really big as well. Corporate gigs, get-togethers, everything. Explore the beautiful Twin Cities. You can go downtown Minneapolis, downtown St. Paul, uptown Dinkytown, Northeast. Yeah, they got routes all over the place, and you bring your own beverages, you have a couple, you get some mild cardio, and they do the driving. And stop in at many of the Twin Cities great watering holes. Have a good time and let them do the driving. You do the pedaling and the drinking. Pedalpub.com. Book your tour. Oh, and also Sunday Fun Day. Get $90 off your order. So hit that up. Great value. Nick, what you got coming up next weekend? This weekend, whatever weekend.
This upcoming weekend?
Yeah.
I believe...
what are you buying with your credit card, Nick?
Nothing. I have a wedding.
Today. Oh, you're booking a hotel?
I'm booking stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. This will be the first weekend where I'm living with you, so whatever you make me do.
Exciting stuff. Nick is going to the KOD with Nate.
Yeah.
Our neighbor Nate, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and check out our YouTube channel as well. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all at Andy Carlson Show. And big props to producer Allie for making us not sound so stupid today. But for Nick, I'm Andy Carlson saying annyeong, sayonara, and bye-bye. We'll talk to you at a later date and time.
Thanks for listening to Bowl with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.